All right, shalom, shalom, Makiam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash, the bonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminoles, Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. According to the Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Shalom to all the beloved brethren out there pushing this knowledge in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters and shalom to Israelite foreigners who are scattered abroad. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew tongue is Yahweh Shai. All right. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called God, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, whose real name in the Hebrew tongue is Yahweh. When you call upon the Most High and His Son, you must say Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh means He to be, or He is. Ba'Shem means in the name, and Yahweh Shai means He delivers. The Lord and Savior has come back to deliver the elect out of the nation of Israel from the destruction of modern-day Babylon, a.k.a. America. I'm going to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. And the body Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for another blessed day. The body Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And the body Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for all you beloved brethren out there pushing this knowledge in sincerity and truth. All right? Coming back at you another lesson through the Holy Spirit. All right, coming back at you another lesson through the Holy Spirit. Had to find this 12 tribes chart real quick, because today we're going to get into the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben. The tribe of Reuben pretty much consists of the Seminole Indians of Florida, that different area, and the tribe of Gad consists of the North American Indians. These are the first inhabitants of the land of America, also with the tribe of Issachar. All right, those are I won't use the word American. Those are the original inhabitants of this land. Everybody else outside of that are immigrants. But nah, man. But I want to get into this lesson dealing with the tribe of Reuben and the tribe of Gad, because the native tribes that came over here in North America, Canada, North America, Central and South America, link up with the prophecy that happened in 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40 on down, which I did a video on that a few videos ago, proving that Arsaret is America. Okay, that our forefathers had knowledge of this land, pursuant to King Solomon. That was like pretty much the height of our empire, 40 years of peace, and he used to send different ships over here. It took him about a year and a half to go back and forth. So we had knowledge of the seas. We had, knowledge of the Navy. We're a very intelligent people. So fast forward, our forefather, Yaikwab, has prophesied of these different things that's going to happen to the tribes in the latter times. So we are in the latter times, and these things happen. We at the end of an age. All right? Our forefather Yaikwab told these things unto his sons. So this is Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. It says, Israel prophecy concerning his sons. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. The last days, we've been in the end quite some time. Gather yourself together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. So he got that name, that blessing from, wrestling an angel like for 24 hours when you go into the scriptures. So that warrior spirit been in us, grappling, wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai, whatever you into, it's been downloaded to our forefather unto his sons. All right, so it's dealing with the tribe of Reuben. It said, Reuben, Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and beginning of my strength, an excellency of dignity, an excellency of power. And that says a lot for that tribe, because when you pinpoint everything dealing with the tribe of Reuben, who are the Seminole Indians, the word Seminole means runaway. Esau did not take down that tribe. That tribe, pretty much that omen that's been put upon them. When you have a firstborn son, this was placed upon him, the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, all right? The excellency of my dignity. They carry themselves in a very royal spirit. Tough individuals, man. They don't mess around. So when you go into the different translations, NLT, Reuben, you are my firstborn, my strength. That says a lot. All right? The child of my vigorous youth. You are first in rank and first in power. So once you get that put upon you, you can't defeat that individual like that. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. And we got blessings and the curses got placed upon us, because we're into that, tribe Reuben went off. That's why Esau had a hard time with this tribe. And I got some, video information to show you. All right. It says the ASV, Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, the beginning of my strength, the preeminence of dignity, the preeminence of power. All right, man. So that's a very royal tribe. Esau had a hard time trying to take down this tribe. This is a warrior tribe, a chief ruler. Okay? A chief ruler amongst the tribe of Israel, amongst the sons of Israel. But the blessings went to Judah ultimately to be the leader. But that's not the point. The point is the Seminole Wars that took place during the time of our evil twin brother Esau. Esau was getting his ass whooped. Okay?
Most people think America's longest war was in Vietnam. What if I told you it was actually fought on U.S. soil? Seminole Wars lasted 41 years, making them the longest and most brutal conflict between the U.S. and Native Americans. And yet, few people even know they happened. It all started in 1817 when the U.S. government wanted to remove the Seminoles from Florida. The Seminoles had other plans. They were a mix of Native Americans and escaped enslaved people who had built a life in the Florida swamps. Instead of surrendering, they did the unthinkable. They fought back. By warriors like Osceola, the Seminoles waged a guerrilla war deep in the Everglades. They didn't fight in open fields like European armies. Their weapons were the swamps, the rivers, and the thick forests. They launched surprise attacks, ambushed U.S. soldiers, and then disappeared into the wilderness. Even the U.S. Army, with all its power, struggled to hunt them down. The U.S. spent over $40 million, which would be billions today, trying to defeat them. They sent thousands of soldiers, but the Seminoles kept resisting. Andrew Jackson, one of America's most ruthless generals, failed to crush them completely. The U.S. resorted to trickery, capturing Osceola under a false flag of truce. But even after he died in prison, the Seminoles still didn't surrender. By 1858, the war finally ended. But not because the Seminoles gave up. The U.S. just gave up trying to defeat them. Instead of signing a peace treaty, the few remaining Seminoles simply vanished into the swamps where their descendants still live today. They are the only Native American tribe that never surrendered to the U.S. government.
That's the tribe of Reuben. So we go, more in depth with Deuteronomy 33. All right, the blessings of Moses. All right, it says, go to Deuteronomy 33 and verse 4. It says, Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. He was a king in Jeshurun when the heads of the people and the tribes of Israel were gathered together. It says, let Reuben live and not die. Let not his men be few. So these wars and everything that they've been with, been dealing with Esau. The Most High was not with them. Esau would have had his way, and they would have been totally destroyed. So that blessing that was placed upon them prevented Esau from totally destroying them and having his way with them. Right? And they also a warrior tribe. When you go to First Chronicles, okay? First Chronicles chapter 5, verse 18. All right? The genealogy from Reuben, the sons of Reuben. Okay? Ra'aban. Okay? It says the sons of Reuben and the Gadites. So you say, hey man, they always been together. And the half a tribe of Manasseh, that's a warrior tribe of valiant men able to bear buckler and sword, and to shoot with bow, and skillful in war, were 440,703 that went out to war. All right? Because that's the next part of the lesson. I'm going to get into the tribe of Gad and their wars with Esau and things they had to deal with, and links up with the curses that fell upon the nation of Israel. We all have a common enemy. We all share common ground. So it only makes sense that we are related. We are cousins, so to speak. All right? NLT. And there were 44,760 capable warriors in the armies of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh. They were all skilled in combat and armed with shields and swords and bows. Beautiful, man. So let's go back to Genesis 49, dealing with our brother Gad real quick. All right. Genesis 49 and 9. And Gad, who are the Native American Indians today, so-called a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. All right. So the word Gad means troop. And what shall overcome him in the latter end is dealing with the wars they had to fight with Esau. All right. When you go into the word troop there, all right, outline of biblical usage, it says a more than band, a raiding band, a troop, a band of divisions of army, Esau's army, when they came over to this land, which was all according to prophecy. All right, which mainly North America, the land that we're in right now. They fought many wars and they got overcame, but they had different native tribes, Gadite tribes, that stood their ground to the death. One of my favorite ones are the Apaches, but there were many more that stood their ground. Now peep this real quick.
So why is this?
All right.
Some native warriors were so ruthless in battle that their enemies feared them for generations. Let's break down the top 5 deadliest native fighting forces in history. Number 5, the Nez Perce. These warriors were master horsemen, trained to ride at full speed while firing arrows with deadly precision. In 1877, they outmaneuvered the U.S. Army for 200 miles, using guerrilla tactics to wear down their enemies. Number 4, the Lakota. Their warriors were known for their fearless charges into battle, using bows, lances, and war clubs while riding bareback. At Little Bighorn in 1876, they wiped out Custer's entire cavalry, proving they were not to be underestimated. Number 3, the Comanche. These were the greatest light cavalry warriors in history. They mastered the art of riding at full speed, firing arrows, and even hanging off their horses to shield themselves. Their brutal raids left enemies terrified. Number 2, the Apache. Stealth, ambush tactics, and sheer endurance made them nearly impossible to defeat. They attacked at night, used the terrain to vanish, and struck without warning. Even the U.S. military admitted that Geronimo's warriors were some of the toughest fighters they ever faced. And at number 1, the Iroquois, also known as the Haudenosaunee. These warriors perfected the art of psychological warfare, torturing enemies to send a message and striking fear before battle even began. Their ambush tactics and brutal raids made them the most feared native fighting force in the Northeast. Do you agree with this list? Which tribe would...
Yeah, man, I totally agree. But all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai. These things are written in the scriptures, man. This is also a warrior tribe. When you go to Deuteronomy 33, because these tribes, when you go into James Adair, History of the Native Americans, they fit the biblical prophecy. And there's another one called Black Indians. That's a good book that links up Judah, the Seminole Indians, so on and so forth, the Maroons. A lot of information in there also goes into the Seminole Wars. Okay? So we are those people. We are related, you know? So it's only the elect will take heed. Everyone must hear this word first before Yahweh Shem Yahushai destroy this wicked ass kingdom. So you go to Deuteronomy 33 and 19. All right? I'm sorry, verse 20. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion and teareth the crown of the head. So that says a lot if we don't understand what's going on. So it says, Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. So when Gad came over here as a commander, a chief among the northern kingdom, they took this part of the land of Arsaret, the new world, so to speak, which is dealing with of North America. They pretty much control majority of North America. All right, he dwelleth as a lion and teareth the arm with the crown of the head. It's dealing with the head dressing. All right, what you call it, when he teareth the arm. All right, it's the blood brother ritual, and the crown of the head is dealing with the headdress with the different feathers and all that. That represents the chiefs and the rulers of those different tribes, man. All right. It says he provided the first part for himself because there in the portion of the lawgiver he was seated. All right. Came as a commander, a leader. He came with the heads of the people. Where did they come from? Where did they came from? It came from the so-called Middle East, from the Assyrian captivity. All right. They came over around 724 BC. All right, what you call the Spanish-speaking tribes today and the native tribes. He executed the justice of Yahweh and his judgments with Israel. And they're also a warrior tribe. Okay? They're also a warrior tribe when you go to our First Chronicles real quick. So we all got that fighting spirit in us. So all the tribes didn't just lay down like that, like history will try to tell you. We fought our asses off, man. We fought our asses off to the death. All right? First Chronicles chapter 5, verse 18. Yeah, I just read that. Yeah, so I'm going to go to First Chronicles chapter 12. All right? And 8. David supporters in Ziklag. All right. It says, and of the Gadites, there separated themselves unto David into the whole to the wilderness men of might. So they were considered like special forces. Men of war, fit for battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lion, dealing with the war paint, and were as swift as the roes upon the mountains. All right, so they were very, have a lot of stamina, able to run miles on top of miles, fit for battle. Let's see what it says in NOT. So they fit the biblical prophecies as well. All right. NOT, some brave and experienced warriors from the tribe of Gad also defected to David while he was at the stronghold in wilderness. They were expert with both shield and spear and fierce as lions and swift as a deer on mounts. All right? Let's see. The HNV says of the Gadi, there were separated themselves to David to the strongholds in the wilderness, mighty men of valor, men trained for war, that can handle shield and spear, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and they were as swift as the roes in the mountains. All right? Experienced warriors, man. So it only makes sense that we are those people. It only makes sense. So that's the
You put it number.
the headdress that a Gadite chief will wear, but they don't look like, our ancestors were way darker than this, but it is what it is. You're going to have Israelites like the speckled bird today. But, we fit these prophecies. We are those people. Right? And the Most High is gathering the elect for the final showdown in the land of Babylon. Shalom.